position, or really any position you want to. I'm going to cue us to start in child's pose, but it's always up to you. So take a moment to settle in. Maybe there's a little bit of movement you want to take, so I think it feels good to kind of rock my hips from side to side in child's pose. Maybe roll your forehead against the ground back and forth, kind of massaging your forehead against the earth. And next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. Hold at the top of that breath. Sip in a little more. And then exhale, big open mouth sigh to release and let it go. Do that twice more. So inhale, fill up. Hold in fullness. Take a moment holding your breath, feeling your breath, softening around your breath. And then big open mouth sigh, release. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Wake your body up from the inside. Hold. Hold, hold, hold. Sip in a little bit more. Big, huge exhale, sigh it out. So take a moment to engage and cultivate your Ujjayi breath. In and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. Take a moment to just really arrive here in your space, on your mat, and then in your body. So feeling into what's there, what's present. Next time you breathe in, rise up to a tabletop position or meet us in a tabletop position. Bring your knees out wider than your hips, big toes touch behind you, and then let your hips fall forward and down towards the ground. Bring your toes up towards your butt and lift your heart. Roll your shoulders back and down, scorpion cobra. And then rock it back. Exhale, child's pose. So go back and forth through those two movements a couple more times. Inhale, scorpion cobra. So shoulders back and down, open through your heart, stretch your front body. And then exhale, rock back, hips to heels, child's pose. Move with your breath. Slowly, mindfully. And then finish the round you are on, back and forth. Come back to center, so just your neutral spine position. You can keep your knees out a little bit wider, or you might want to bring them in just a little closer. Let's take thread the needle. So right arm reaches out to the right, all the way up to the sky. Big inhale. And exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach through as far as you can. Rest on the outside of your shoulder very gently and the outside of your head. And you can go anywhere you want to with this. Just take about 3 big breaths. So think of just warming up your spine. Feel into your spine. Put some awareness there. Breathe into your upper back, mid back, low back. Exhale all the way to emptiness. Good, you guys. And then if you do happen to have your left hand or your left knee lifted, bring them both back to the ground. Next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm, reach it up again. So reach, reach, reach. Take an extra breath here. See if you can reach a little higher, open a little more. And then set your right hand down. Take a few circles with your hips. So in either direction, just moving your hips to the side, to the back, to the other side, and then forward. And then back into your neutral spine position, hands and knees. Knees just slightly wider than hips, not a lot. This time, left arm reaches out to the left all the way up, inhale. And exhale, thread your left arm through. Come down to rest gently, and then big breath into your back body. So as we are warming up, see if you can fire up your breath more. Start to make it even more powerful, more spacious, more vibrant. Stay soft through your face, through your jaw. Take each exhalation all the way to emptiness. Good, you guys. Last couple rounds here. And then if you did lift your right hand or your right knee, bring them back to the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm. Reach it all the way up to the sky. Extra breath this time. So reach higher, open more. And then set your left hand down. And again, take a few circles with your hips. If you remember which way you went last time, go the other way. If you don't remember, it's really not a big deal. So just move, explore, feel into your body, listen to your breath. And then after you've taken a few circles, let's find our way back to downward facing dog. So get there in your own time, and if there's a certain way you want to transition, that is always up to you. Feel free. So back in down dog, we've got about 5 breaths. Anywhere you want to go for this first down dog. Maybe it feels really nice to bend your knees a lot and really just lengthen through your spine. Maybe it feels good to pedal out your heels. Perhaps walk your feet out wide or walk your hands out wide. So just exploring your pose. Breathe into it. Soften around it. So you may or may not have heard other teachers say down dog should be a resting pose. I don't agree because you are using a lot of strength in your down dog, but you do want to be able to find a little bit of softness around the pose. So you don't want it to feel like you're straining the entire time. So feel the strength in your arms and your shoulders. Feel that lift in your center. You're pushing the ground away. You're lengthening your side bodies. You're lifting your hips and your sit bones. But then soften through your face. Think of softening through your outer body, your outer shell. So as we hold the pose, we're not tightening up around it. We're softening around it. Make sure your breath is still right there with you, big and spacious. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And exhale, look forward to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Pause here for just a moment. You can go wherever you want to. So ragdoll, hands behind your head. Maybe you keep your hands on the ground. Walk your hands over to one side and then the other. So first forward fold of your day. Breathe into it and feel into it. Notice where your weight is. Make sure you're not rocking back into your heels. Make sure you're not locking out your knees. Keep your weight slightly forward. And really think of lifting your butt, your sit bones up towards the ceiling, working your inner thighs back wide and apart. Take one more deep breath here. And then next inhalation, find your halfway lift position. So spine nice and long, parallel to the earth. Get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, let it go, fold in. Do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. So crown reaches forward, tops of thighs press back, sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold. Now your choice, either roll or reverse swan dive. Let's take it all the way up to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. So big full body stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, heart lead, slow dive down. So stick your butt out behind you, lead with your heart, and then let it go. Head is heavy at the bottom. Halfway lift as you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. So really lengthen, create space in between each little vertebra in your spine. Exhale, fold. From the press of your feet, reverse swan dive. So come through your halfway lift and continue to rise. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And let's do one more round just like that. Your moving meditation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, maybe close your eyes and slowly dive down. Forward fold. Take the entire length of your exhalation to lower. As you breathe in, you lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, let it go, fold, bow. Press into your feet, lead with your heart. Let's take it all the way back up. Inhale, stretch your arms up, try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms to the sky. Let's work into our side bodies. So exhale, side body stretch of your choice over to the right. Hips move to the left. So you might bring your right hand to your right hip. You might grab your left wrist with your right hand. You can take the ragdoll variation I've been teaching lately. So your expression, your side body stretch. Just think of breathing length and space down your left side. Visualize that. More space in between your ribs, more space in your left waistline. Take one more round. Maybe reach a little further. There should be more weight in your left foot. Inhale, come back to center. Extend your arms to the sky. Really lengthen and realign. Exhale, other side. So your variation up and over to the left. Hips go to the right and there's more weight in your right foot. Breathe down your right side body. Visualize your breath moving down the length of your right side. Bigger, more expansive, more spacious inhales. And then take your exhales all the way to the very bottom, all the way to emptiness. One more. Inhale, come back to center, arms reach up. And then exhale, cactus your arms, just a little baby back bend. Heart opens, belly tones. Inhale, arms to the sky, so re-extend, realign. And exhale, take your dive all the way down. Stick your butt out behind you, keep your weight forward, almost in your toes, then let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank, so top of a push-up. All right, give yourself a moment to really find your strength. So spread your fingers, press the ground away with your hands, draw your belly button in and up, lengthen through the back of your neck. If you want to modify, knees can always come to the ground. Otherwise, knees are lifted and the front of your thighs are firing. See if you can rock just a little bit forward and back without changing the position of your body. So rock it forward, rock it back. And then next, inhale, rock forward. So you're on your tippy toes or come down to your knees to modify. Exhale, lower halfway. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, press back up, high plank. Do that again. Exhale, lower halfway down. So your little rock forward, then lower. Inhale, press back up, move in slow motion. Exhale, all the way to your belly, as slow as you can go. Back bend of your choice. So you know me, I'm gonna go with my Spider-Man Cobra, it's my favorite. You can go wherever you want to, take a couple of breaths or so, exploring movement. So maybe gazing to one side and then the other, twisting a little bit, anything that feels good to you. And then when you're complete with your back bend, downward facing dog is where we will meet. See if you can transition with awareness today, you guys. So a lot of times we focus on the poses, but getting from one pose to the other, the transitions, a lot of times we just kind of space out. So think of transitioning really, really mindfully today. It's my invitation for you. You've got about 5 breaths in your down dog. One more time. So if you want to move, explore, walk it out. If you want to be still, be still. Focus on the movement of your breath inside of you, and focus on those little teeny tiny adjustments, the ones that you make on the inside, and you can't even see them on the outside. They're so small, yet they're so profound. Makes such a big difference. If you want to turn it into a turbo dog, feel free. Bend your elbows, hug your elbows in. Keep lifting from your center, so belly button pulls in and up. Sit bones lift really high. Breathe all the way through all the little spaces in your body. So each time you inhale, imagine your entire body can fill up and breathe with you, expand, inflate. Each time you exhale, empty all the way out. Find the very bottom of that exhale, draw navel to spine. Feel your connection to center, your intrinsic strength. You guys are awesome. Take one more big inhalation. And exhale, look to the top of your mat, however you want to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift once you've arrived. So breathe in, lengthen out. Really think of sticking your butt out behind you. Exhale, let it go. Now root through your feet, lead with your heart. Let's take it all the way up. Inhale, stretch your arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. This time we'll skip our side body stretches. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift and open through your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then exhale, chair pose. So sit back, weight in your heels, butt reaches back behind you. So rather than your knees coming forward, reach your butt back. See if you can pick up your toes, spread them apart, make your feet feel really active, really alive. And then can you feel the strength in your mid and your upper back? So squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades towards your spine. Little lift in your heart, but keep a little tone in your belly. Take one more inhale, maybe sit a little deeper. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So hinge forward, reach back. Option to float up to your tiptoes. Little bend in your elbows. Imagine your elbows are magnetized. Try to squeeze them closer together behind you. Maybe bend your knees more. Lift through your heart. So think of a little baby cobra. Take one more round. If you can stay on your tiptoes, stay on your tiptoes. Inhale, high mountain all the way up. And then maybe stay on your tiptoes. Exhale, take it down. Slow dive. Heels on the ground, halfway lift, lengthen. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Take your vinyasa or skip it and we'll see you back in down dog. You can add push-ups. You can take an extra couple breaths in your back bend. You can take cat-cows instead. And then downward facing dog as you're ready. Okie dokie, from your downward dog. Next inhale, right leg stretches back and up. So today you choose, you can keep your hips square, you can open your hip, you can roll out your ankle, maybe you want to take a couple circles with your knee. So anything that calls to you from your three-legged dog, just make sure you stay in the integrity of the posture. So both hands are still rooted, pressing down firmly. Your spine is long, your side bodies are long, your belly button is lifting, your left inner thigh is hugging in, and your left sit bone is lifting up. Take one more inhale, reach your right leg as high as you can and spread your toes. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So curl in, round through your mid-back. Stay here as you breathe in, push the earth away, and then exhale, softly step your right foot forward. Take about 3 to 5 breaths to just kind of move your legs. So whatever calls to you. Maybe you set your back knee down, take half splits. Maybe you open up your front hip. Maybe a horizon lunge. So anywhere you want to go, just exploring your legs, exploring your body, what's going on inside. Feeling and breathing, connecting in a deeper way. All right, my friends, and then let's find our way back to our strong low lunge position. Right knee over your ankle, high on the ball of your back foot, and then we'll rise up to crescent lunge. So slowly, you can take your time, settle in. Find stability through your legs. You want to feel like your weight is nice and centered, so you shouldn't be leaning forward or leaning back. Drive your feet into the ground, and then energetically pull your front heel back, your back toes forward. Back leg really strong and stable. Take one more inhale, perhaps gaze up, lift your heart. Exhale, turbo twist to the right, so bend your back knee, left arm forward, right arm back. Twist from your center, squeeze your inner thighs. Back knee is hovering above the ground. See if you can twist further. Maybe gaze back over your right fingertips. Maybe kiss the ground with your back knee just ever so gently. Take one more breath. Inhale, warrior two. So you're going to spin open, right arm forward, left arm back. Back heel pivots down. So you can take a moment, settle in. We're building our flow and we're going slow. So now is your time to find your alignment, to really feel into the poses. So hips are open. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you. And as you did that, if your left hip kind of shot out in front of you, draw your left hip back, tone your low abdominals. Soften your shoulders. Rather than holding up your arms with your neck and your shoulders, use the muscles in your back. So hug your back muscles gently towards your spine. See if you can relax your neck and your shoulders a little more. Good job, you guys. Next time you breathe in, reach forward. So reach, and then tip it over, side angle posture. Right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky, or right elbow to the top of your right thigh. So your pose, your expression. I'm going to take my left arm forward and lengthen my left side. If there's a variation you want to take, even a half bind or a full bind, go for it. Big, deep breaths. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath you. And keep breathing. Big, full body breaths. Take about 2 more rounds. Good job. Inhale, come back up to your warrior two. Straighten your front leg and parallel your feet. Reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, take a slow dive down, wide-legged forward fold. So take about 4 or 5 breaths, just being in this wide-legged fold or exploring it with movement. So your choice, go wherever you want to go. If you're holding the fold, then really think of working your inner thighs back wide and apart so your sit bones broaden and your low back lengthens. Stay rooted through both feet, the inner and outer edges. Try not to rock back into your heels or lock out your knees. Take about 2 more breaths, working wherever you are at. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground, so nice and long through your spine. And then crawl your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes to face forward, back to your low lunge. Root into your front foot, float your back leg up, standing splits. So left leg reaches up, spread your toes. You can choose to keep your hips completely square or let your left hip open. If you do open your left hip, make sure you don't sink into your right hip. So hug in with your right inner thigh, draw up from your belly button. Either relax your neck, let your head hang just like you're in a one-legged forward fold, or if you want to play with handstand hops, gaze forward, plant your palms, push the ground away with your hands, lift up to your right tiptoes, bend your right knee, use your right leg as a springboard, take a few little hops. Think of getting your hips right above your shoulders, hug in with your inner thighs. If you're holding standing splits, be where you're at and breathe. You can try taking your right arm behind your right leg if you want to. Everybody take one last big inhale, lift your left leg higher if you want to, one last hop. Exhale, left knee to your nose, so just curl in, round your spine, kind of resetting, neutralizing. Inhale, re-extend your left leg up. And then exhale, step your left foot all the way back so you're in your low lunge again. Three-legged down dog, right leg to the sky, stretch it out. Exhale, either straight into down dog or come forward, your variation of plank to chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. If you want to take an extra breath or two, go for it. We'll see you back in downward facing dog. Slow, slow, steady Ujjayi breath. Make it powerful, make it strong. So use your breath to your advantage. Use your breath to support you. Use your breath to just keep energy flowing and circulating through you. Next time you inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. So again, you choose today where you want to go. Left leg can stay straight and strong, hips square, or you might open your hip, you might circle your ankle, circle your knee. So just feeling into your pose. Keep pressing the ground away, lengthen through your spine and your side bodies. Lift from your belly button. Let's take one more inhale, stretch your left leg as high as you can. So reach, reach, reach. Exhale, left knee to your nose, curl in. So you should be on your back tippy toes, round your spine, breathe in, push the ground away, and exhale softly. Left foot steps forward. Take about 3 to 5 breaths, just exploring your body, your legs, moving in your own way. You can do exactly what you did on the other side or something completely different. Maybe you have no idea what you did on the other side, and that's totally fine. That means you were present. That's good. All right, let's come back to our strong low lunge position. So left knee over your ankle, high on the ball of your back foot, back leg is strong, and then rise up to your crescent lunge. Stable and strong legs. So the key is hugging in towards midline, rooting down through your feet, and energetically pulling front heel back, back toes forward. Low abdominals are toned, chest is lifted, side bodies are long. Find your breath, feel your breath in this pose. Take one more inhale, maybe gaze up. And then as you exhale, we've got our turbo twist to the left this time. So right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. Keep your weight nice and centered. So rather than leaning forward, you should feel like both legs are holding your weight evenly and equally. Squeeze your inner thighs. If you want that extra challenge, gaze back over your left shoulder. Don't strain through your neck. Maybe kiss the ground with your back knee very, very gently. One more round. Inhale, warrior two. So cartwheel your arms open in the opposite direction. Left arm forward, right arm back, and then back heel pivots down. We're taking a little bit longer this time going through this sequence. So take your time to settle in, to find your alignment. Feel into your hips. Tone those lowest, deepest abdominals, your transverse. So it's not your six-pack muscles, it's underneath it. They're the muscles that hold all your internal organs in place. They're the muscles that support your low back. So if you can learn how to keep those muscles engaged as you move, it may or may not change your life. If you have low back pain, it could help a lot. So keep exploring that, being curious about that. Soften through your face, soften through your shoulders. Next, inhale, reach your left arm forward, reach, and then tip it over. Left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Left elbow can come to your thigh if you like, if that feels better. And then I'm gonna take my right arm forward, lengthening my right side. You can go into the half or the full bind if you want to, if that's in your practice, if your body feels ready for it. Keep wrapping your left butt cheek underneath you. So when I wrap my left butt cheek, my left leg kind of starts to shake a little bit. That's a good thing. It means I'm working my edge. I'm finding that opening through the front of my left thigh, through my groin area. So feel into your pose. Work it to the best of your ability from the inside. Breathe into it. Take one more deep breath. Inhale, come back up, straighten your front leg, reach both arms to the sky, parallel your feet. Exhale, slow dive down. So stick your butt out behind you, take it all the way down to your wide-legged fold. Good, and then you've got about 5 breaths anywhere you want to go. So explorative movement or stillness, your choice. Just make sure your breath is right there with you. Bigger and deeper inhales and exhales. Pay attention to your feet. Move your inner thighs back, broaden your sit bones. Each exhalation, navel to spine, maybe dive just a little bit deeper, fold just a little bit further. Take one last round here. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. And then crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, back to our low lunge. Left foot roots, right leg lifts, standing splits. So your variation of this posture, wherever you want to take it, you can keep your hips square, you can open your hip, you can take handstand hops, you can wrap your left arm behind left leg. So wherever you choose to go, just make sure your breath comes with you and your awareness stays right here in the present moment. You're holding standing splits, your neck is relaxed, your head is heavy. Everybody take one more big inhale, maybe lift your right leg higher, one last hop if you want it. Exhale, right knee to your nose, so stay balanced on your left foot and just curl in. Inhale, re-extend your right leg, and then as soft as you can, exhale, step your right toes to the back of your mat, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog, so unthread your left leg, reach it up, stretch it out. And then exhale, straight to down dog, or come forward, chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down away from your ears. If you want an extra breath, you can take it. And we'll see you back in down dog. So take just a moment in your dog pose. Reconnect, recalibrate, feel into your body, Listen to your breath, connect with it. And we're going to flow breath to movement 2 times through that entire sequence. So if at any time you want to pause, take a little break, or you want to do something other than what I'm cueing, that is always your choice. This is your practice, so give your body what it needs first. Think of all of my cues as invitations. Take one more inhale into your dog pose. Lift your hips even higher, push the ground away. Exhale, look forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you've arrived, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, bow in. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, take it up. Inhale, stretch your arms up, so full body stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's flow. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, cactus your arms, little baby back bend. Keep those lowest, deepest abdominals strong to support your low back. Inhale, arms to the sky, realign. And then exhale, straight into chair plane or drinking bird. So option to float up to your tiptoes. Back muscles, squeeze your spine. Inhale, high mountain. Stay on your tiptoes if you can. And then maybe stay on your tiptoes, slow dive. Exhale all the way down. Woo. Heels on the ground as you lift up halfway. Breathe in. And exhale, plant your hands, step back, keep that exhalation going, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, takes you back, downward facing dog. Great big inhale, right leg high. Exhale, softly step your right foot forward, low lunge. Root through your feet. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, big deep breaths. Exhale, turbo lunge, or turbo twist I should say. So left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends. Inhale, warrior 2, back heel pivots down, right arm forward, left arm back. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. Empty all the way out in your breath. Then as you inhale, come up, reach your arms up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, slow dive down, wide-legged fold. Empty all the way out. Inhale to a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing splits, left leg floats. Hop if you want to. Exhale, left knee to your nose, so curl in, hollow out. Inhale, re-extend, maybe one more hop. And exhale, left foot steps back, low lunge. Inhale, 3-legged down dog, right leg high. Your choice. Exhale, straight to down dog, or come forward, chaturanga, your variation. Inhale, heart open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hips lift. Side body's long, spine long. Inhale, your left leg to the sky. Spread your toes. Now transition with awareness. Exhale, left foot steps forward, slowly, softly. Root through your feet, rise up. Pay attention as you rise. Exhale, twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. Good. Inhale, warrior 2, open it up. So pivot your back heel down. And then exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, empty out. With your inhale, rise up and reach up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, swan dive down, wide-legged fold. Beautiful, nice Christine, halfway lift, inhale. Fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing splits, right leg floats. Spread your toes, hop if you want. Exhale, knee to your nose. So both knees bend, curl in, get small. Inhale, re-extend your right leg, take another hop if you want. Exhale, low lunge. So with awareness, step your right foot back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts, stretch, lengthen. Exhale, straight to down dog or come forward, vinyasa. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Take a great big inhalation into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, empty out first, then step or float, forward fold. Once you've arrived, you know where to go. Spinal extension, breathe in. Exhale, refold. Good, root to rise all the way up. Inhale, stretch tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we've got one more round. You know the flow now. Make it a moving meditation. Inhale, reach up. Add your little back bend as you exhale. Work your back bend. So cactus your arms open through your heart. Tone your low belly. Inhale, re-extend and realign. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So float to your tiptoes if you'd like. Back muscles strong, little baby cobra in your heart. Inhale, high mountain. Maybe you're still on your tiptoes, as tall as you can grow. Maybe you're on your tiptoes. Exhale takes you down. Slow dive, forward fold. Heels on the ground. Breathe in, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, lower down. So keep that exhalation going as you lower. Big inhale, open your heart. Don't just move through it, feel it. And then with awareness, downward facing dog, transition back. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Now listen, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or aim higher, even add a push-up if you want to. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose, and then step your right foot forward softly. Rise up with your in-breath. Feel your body moving through space as you rise. Exhale, turbo twist to the right. Bend your back knee, left arm forward, right arm back. Twist from your center. Inhale, warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. Back heel pivots down. Exhale, side angle. So reach forward, tip it over, empty out in your breath. Inhale, rise up and reach up. Straighten your front leg. Pivot all 10 toes to face to the left. And exhale, heart guides you all the way down, wide-legged fold. With your in-breath, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing split, so left leg floats up, maybe a little hop. Exhale, knee to nose, curl in. Inhale, standing splits. And ever so softly step your left foot back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now listen. Exhale, open your right hip, bend your right knee. Stay here, or option to flip your dog. Right tiptoes come down behind you. Right arm lifts and reaches forward. So lift your heart, lift your hips, breathe down into your belly. Take one more great big inhale. Exhale, everybody. Regular downward facing dog. Walk it out. You can continue to walk it out here, or next time you breathe in, rock forward to a high plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open. Be here, feel it, don't just move through it. And exhale, from your center, transition back, downward facing dog. Here we go with the other side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stretch it out. Exhale, left to left, so as high as you can get on your arm. If you want to, add your push-up. Inhale, three-legged dog. And last one, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, softly step through. Inhale, rise, crescent. Arms to the sky, strong legs. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Bend your back knee, squeeze your inner thighs. Beautiful. Inhale, nice cam. Open it up, warrior two. Back heel pivots down. And exhale, reach forward, side angle, tip it over. Empty all the way out. Inhale, rise up and reach up. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, slow dive all the way down, wide-legged fold. Halfway lift with your in-breath. Fingertips on the ground, spider crawl your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes to face forward. Inhale, standing splits, last time. You can hop if you want. Exhale, knee to nose, round, hollow out, get small, contract. Inhale, re-extend. And exhale, ever so softly, step your right toes to the back of your mat, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Now listen, open your left hip, bend your left knee. Stay here or flip. Left hip toes come down behind you. Left arm reaches forward. Heart reaches forward. Hips press up. Low abdominals, those transverse, are toned to support your low back. Take one more breath. End of your exhale, everybody, regular down dog. Both hands, both feet on the ground. Walk it out. You can continue to walk it out or inhale. Come forward to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. Everybody take one great big inhale into your dog pose. And then set your knees down gently. Come back to where you started practice. So child's pose, knees wide or knees together, or hero's pose, if that's what you chose. So taking a moment just to notice what feels different now. Is it a little bit easier to feel into your body, to feel the energy inside your body? Slow down your breath, smooth it out. Good job, my friends. Take about 3 more rounds wherever you're at. So just restorative, grounding breaths. You can exhale out your mouth at any time. All right, and then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Big, deep breaths. Okie dokie. Take a big inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, crawl your hands to the back of your mat until you find yourself in a forward fold at the back of your yoga mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Now pause here. Bring your right fingertips to the ground or right hand to a block underneath your right shoulder or maybe slightly in front of your right shoulder. Bring your left hand to your hip. So we're setting up for half moon. Really root into your right foot and then slowly lift your left leg back and up. Peel your left hip open. So allow your hips to open and stack your left hip on top of right. And when you've got your legs, left arm to the sky. If you want to take a bind, half bow variation, feel free. If you want to play with your balance, maybe you practice floating or hovering your right hand above the ground. So let your hips open, let your heart and your shoulders open, back leg strong, press with your back foot. Take one more inhale, and then listen, exhale, left hand to the ground, square off your hips. So lower your left hip down, left fingertips on the ground or left hand on a block. Bring your right hand to your sacrum, to your low back, right below your spine, right above your butt, and make sure it feels nice and level there. So a lot of times people lift their left hip higher than their right, so really get your hips level, square them off. Inner thighs face one another. Left hand's going to stay down. Now reach your right arm to the sky, revolved half moon, back leg strong. Twist from your center. Squeeze through your inner thighs. If you want to get crazy, maybe you can gaze up at your right fingertips. Back leg more powerful. Back foot active. One more inhale. Stay for your exhale. Work your twist. End of your exhalation. Unwind. Set your left foot down. Forward fold at the back of your mat. You can give your right leg a nice little shake out. Start to crawl your hands forward until you're in your downward facing dog again. If you want to take a vinyasa, you're welcome to. Now listen, inhale your right leg to the sky, so stretch it out. Might feel good to open your hip, to circle out your ankle, to circle your knee. When you're ready, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. Set your body down gently. Pull right hip back, left hip forward. And then if you feel like, oh, now I'm not even in the pose, I feel like I'm not going deep enough, scoot your back knee back further and then do that again. Pull your front hip back, back hip forward. Slowly bow. So when you're ready, humble pigeon. If there's a different variation that you would rather take, choice is always yours. You've got about 5 to 7 breaths here. Exhale out your mouth anytime you'd like. Send your breath down into your right hip. Take about 3 more rounds. Big, deep breaths. Good work, my friends. Let's lift back upright. So lift your upper body. Plant your hands, spread your fingers, tuck your back toes, and then three-legged dog, right leg back and up, gently shake it out. And then eventually right foot down, walk it out in your down dog. And let's all take a vinyasa just to kind of reset. So inhale, rock forward to your high plank. Do it with awareness. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, peel your heart open, roll your shoulders back and down. Exhale, takes you back down dog. All right, inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, crawl your hands to the back of your yoga mat until you are in a forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhalation. So lengthen out. Now pause in your halfway lift. Bring your left fingertips to the ground or left hand to a block, book, water bottle, anything you've got at home. So your left hand should be below your left shoulder or slightly out in front of your left shoulder. Right hand to your right hip. Root into your left foot. And then slowly start to reach your right leg back and up. Open up your hips, so stack your right hip on top of left for half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Back foot is powerful, back leg is strong. And then when you're ready, right arm to the sky. If you want to go for the bind, go for it. If you want to play with hovering your left hand or even bringing your left hand up to your heart, go for it. Your fullest expression. And if that means you're falling in and out of the pose, that's perfect. That's your fullest expression today. Be with that. Keep your back foot strong like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall. This is my bad side, so maybe notice, is one side easier than the other? Take one more big, huge inhale. Exhale, right hand to the ground or right fingertips. Square off your hips. Bring your left hand up to your sacrum. Does it feel nice and flat there? Nice and level. If you need to, lower your right hip a little more. Right hand stays down and then slowly, so you guys know I like to take my left hand to the inside of my left hip and kind of roll that skin out and push it back. And then left arm to the sky for your revolve lunge. Twisting from your center. Squeeze your inner thighs. Back leg stays strong. Spread through your toes. Twist, twist, twist. Make sure you're still breathing. Can you take 2 more breaths? I know this pose is so uncomfortable. End of your second exhale. Awesome, you guys. Let it go. Forward fold. And give your left leg a nice little shake out. And then both feet on the ground. Crawl your hands forward until you're in down dog again. If you want to take a vinyasa here, you can. Otherwise, just walk it out for a moment. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And again, take a moment. If it would feel good, any movement here that calls to you as you're ready. Pigeon pose, left shin forward. So remember to find what we call the integrity of the posture, the strength, the structure. So pull your left hip back, right hip forward. When you do that, if you're like, now I don't even feel like I'm getting a stretch, scoot your back knee back further and do it again. Pull left hip forward, right hip back. So you can do that as many times as you need to so you feel like you are getting the stretch in your hips. And then bow forward. Big, spacious breaths. Take about 3 more rounds. And I will just ultimately leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty much even on both sides, we'll slowly and mindfully transition back to one last 3-legged down dog with our left leg extended. Gently shake it out. And then one final down dog. Walk it out in your down dog. All right, now listen. Inhale, come forward to your high plank. Exhale, slowly lower. One last chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, come to just a baby cobra. So if you lifted high, then just lower down a bit. So take your right hand and you're gonna reach it over to the left. So your right shoulder kind of gets trapped underneath your chest. So right above your, sorry Cam, but right above your boobs if you're a girl. And then your right arm's reaching to the left, palm face up. Take your left arm forward, palm face down. Reach your left arm as far forward as you can. And I kind of even like to scoop my body forward a little bit so that I can rest my forehead down. Think of pressing your left armpit towards the ground. So we're working into our right shoulder capsule. Left armpit presses down, left fingertips reach. Your right arm is just trapped underneath your chest. Breathe into it. About 2 more breaths. All right, now listen. Left palm to your right palm. So just bring your hands together and then slide your left knee up towards your hand. So keep your knee on the ground, but just slide it up towards your hands. Now, we're gonna open up into our supine spinal twist. Next time you inhale, reach your left arm up. And then as you exhale, reach your left hand back behind you. So let your heart open up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Gaze up or gaze over your left shoulder. If you want to, you can bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. If your left arm is just kind of hovering and it feels really heavy, you can bring your left fingertips to your left shoulder and just think of reaching back through your elbow. Breathe down into your belly. Good. Couple more rounds here. Soften with your exhales. End of your next exhalation. Just rewind out of all of that. So roll back onto your belly, both legs extended back. And actually, let's all just rest on our bellies for a moment. So turn your head to either side, arms by your sides, palms face up. And then just kind of shimmy your hips from side to side. Shake your hips from side to side. Breathe down into your low back. And if you want to, you can windshield wiper your shins a couple times. So think of a nice kind of belly shavasana for a moment. And let it go. So both legs extend back. Bring your hands to frame your mid-ribs. Lift your chest just a little bit, so think baby cobra. This time, left hand reaches over to the right. So your left arm threads underneath you. Trap your left shoulder right above your boobs, right underneath your chest, and then right arm reaches forward. Crawl your right hand forward as far as you can. Try to get to a place where you can bring your forehead down, or at least close. Maybe you bring a pillow underneath your forehead. So you might need to kind of scoot your body forward just a little bit. And then right armpit presses towards the ground, working into your left shoulder capsule. Breathe deeply. Take 1 or 2 more rounds. Big, deep breaths. Bring your right palm to meet your left palm. Keep your right leg on the ground, but slide your right knee up towards your hands. Bend your knee. Next inhale, reach your right arm up. And then as you exhale, reach your right arm back behind you. So let your heart follow and open towards the sky. If you want to, you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh, gaze up or over your right shoulder. If your right arm is floating and it feels really uncomfortable, really heavy, bend your elbow, fingertips to your shoulder. And reach your elbow back. Breathe down into your belly. Soften your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Last couple rounds. And then this time, you guys, just roll onto your spine, onto your back. So instead of coming back to your belly, just roll over onto your back, and then you'll probably have to kind of scoot yourself back to the middle of your mat. Once you're there, hug your knees in, rock gently from side to side. Full body stretch, arms long, legs long. Pull yourself apart. Maybe even reach from side to side. So reaching with one hand and then the other, almost like you're trying to climb a rope that's above your head, pulling you towards whatever is behind you. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, happy baby. Soles of your feet face the sky. Press up through your heels, flex your toes, pull down with your arms, maybe rock it out. Straighten one leg and then the other. As many breaths as you want to take in your happy baby, you guys. And then if there are any more little stretches, poses, movements that you would like to take to complete your practice, take your time to do so. And my quote for you today is just short. It's Jeff Foster, of course. He says, "Regret is the longing to change the past. Fear is the desire to control the future. Peace is the surrender to right now." So As you find your way into your final resting pose, can you just allow yourself to be right here in the present moment? Find peace in this moment. And I have had a request to bring you out of Shavasana from now on. So I will sit with you in Shavasana, bring you out in a few minutes. If you want to, you're welcome to just turn off Zoom and take your Shavasana on your own for as long as you'd like. If you enjoy doing that, I am not offended by that at all, so please feel free. Otherwise, I'll be with you for the next few minutes, and I'll bring you out of your Shavasana, and we'll close our practice together. So go ahead and just get real comfortable. If you want to cover your eyes with something, cover your eyes. If you want to take one last big falling out breath together, you can join me. So big inhale, fill up. And then exhale, let it go, and just drop into your Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Bring slow, gentle movements back into your physical body. And roll to either side, fetal position. Take just a moment resting on your side body, curling into yourself, breathing into your back body. And then use use the strength in your arms to guide yourself up into a seat. So sit up nice and tall with awareness. Lengthen through your spine, the back of your neck, soften through your face, close your eyes. Exhale in your breath. One last time, sweep your arms out, around and up. Just symbolically gather in all the energy from your practice. Bring it all into your heart, hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to show up on your mat. I know it's especially difficult to motivate yourself these days to even log on, at least for me. So big, huge props to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.
Hey, Rubes, come here.
All right, my friends. Ruby's making an appearance. She's doing her down dog. Thank you so much.
Hi, Katie. Thank you.
Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, Miss Ruby. Okay, Miss Ruby. Now we can play. Oh, my Ruby. Now we can play, huh? Yes, honey. You're so good, honey. Oh, my Rubes. Oh, honey. You're so good girl. Oh, she's such a good girl, this one. She is. She's the best girl in the world, this one. She is. Mwah, 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 mwah. I give you so many kisses. I give you so many kisses, honey. Oh my goodness, I love you so much, honey. Oh my goodness, I love you so much. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you, honey. Oh, I love you. Yes, I love you, puppy. Oh, I love you, puppy. I love you, puppy. I love you, puppy. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Give me a kiss. Mwah. 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 I give you kisses. Oi, you're so good, honey. You're so good. You're a very good girl, honey. You're a very good girl, honey.
Do you need foodies? Oh, I forgot to end you guys. That's how I talk to my dog because I'm insane. Love you.